Hello and welcome back to Visit Fylde Coast. I'm hoping that I've actually managed to not miss the tram. There's a guy sat here waiting, so I'm guessing he's been here a minute or two. And we're off to Blackpool and the sun's shining. Look at the sky. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's going to be a lovely afternoon. It's cool. I'm going to put my gloves on in a minute, zip my cardigan up. I'm just panicking about my tram. It's not too windy either, as you can see with the wifty wafty bits. I think it's about a number 4 on the wifty wafty meter. So it's a lovely day. It's a lovely day. So we're going to go and see what we can find out. First stop is lunch. First stop is Friday food review, and I'm starving. I'm really hungry this morning. And then we'll go and see what we can find in Blackpool. So don't forget, if you're new in these parts, make sure that you've subscribed. Make sure that you've hit the little bell for notifications, and don't forget to sign up for your Visit Fylde Coast email newsletter. And we'll go see what we can find. My carriage arrives. Managed to not miss it for once. That's a miracle. Oh, it's the Pleasure Beach one. Oh, and I don't even need to go backwards. Ooh. And away you go. This is Talbot Square. It's quite handy actually, that. There you go, that's the town hall and the back of a tram, as you might say. A lovely day. So first job is dinner, because I'm really hungry, so you'll have to tune in tomorrow and find out where we went for the Friday food review this week. I'm going to go and film my face. I'm really beginning to wish that I put my thick coat on over my fleece. It's not very warm at all, in fact. Just bear with me. It might be a little bit of a ruffle on the microphone while I just zip my zip up. I'll try not to get it clonking on my microphone like we did the other day when it annoyed you all. That's it. Ooh, it's beautiful, sunshine. I've come over here because I've just noticed that they've been painting the tables at the North Pier. So the pier's closed now for Monday to Friday during the week until Easter, and then from then it's open. It's open during the day as well. Let me turn this round. There you go, look, I've been doing the DIY. They look posh, don't they? All painted up. These here obviously have not been done yet. So the piers are open at weekends from February half term until the Easter holidays. Trams are busy today. I've come on the tram today, as you saw. Oh, get running. I'm not sure whether you're going to manage it. I like trams. I like travelling on trams and trains. It's just buses and cars and things like that make me gip. Spectacularly. A gorgeous day. I need to walk more quickly. I also need a hair clip. That's going to really annoy me by the time I've finished. My wifty wafty bits are wifty wafting. Oh, isn't that lovely? Look at that sand. Oh, clean. What a gorgeous day. So we're coming to talk to me then?
Fylde Coast.
Correct, yeah. She's coming to talk to me. Just look at that for beautiful sunshine. It ought to be like this all winter. You can see the pools, look, at the bottom of the steps. It's a bit of a difficulty getting across them when they're that big. That's why they're building groins, because it'll stop that. It's because there's no groins that you're ending up with it eroding in great big puddles. Look at that sky. That big yellow thing's the sun. So wow, oh, it's that man again, look, in his tractor. We saw him last week. I wonder what he's doing. How odd. You don't very often see tractors on Blackpool Promenade, and that's 2 on the tram. So what's happening today then? Right, so fish and chips. I'd actually told you before it was plastered all over the internet that Papa's Papa's Fish and Chips is having the franchise for a new Wendy's Burgers in the old Viva bar. And they're splitting the shop in 2, the shop fitters that are in, are splitting it into 2, and the other half is going to be Papa's Fish and Chips, but Papa's is their premium brand apparently, and this is going to be the more affordable brand. So we'll keep an eye on that. The beach house has had a bit of a fettle, and I'm not quite sure what they've done, but they've done some alterations inside. So they're all ready for summer. The lads in the shop fitters were telling me a rare tale about cafes and how often coffee shops clean the coffee machines. Or not, as the case may be. Oh well, that's some team people I've seen today that have recognised me. That couple's from Wakefield, and they've come to watch their daughter, who is running in the Manchester Marathon and is practising on Blackpool seafront in the glorious sunshine. She's just saying that when you come midweek it's totally different to a weekend. I avoid coming to Blackpool at weekends usually if I'm shopping and doing things like that, because I'd rather have the place to myself. I like to come midweek. So today we're going to go and have a look at Victoria Street, which is this one over here. So there's a separate vlog coming up about the secrets of Victoria Street. So I think we might do that next. So the next time we get back down onto the seafront, it might be a bit of a different light. It might be later in the afternoon, because I'm going to go on a magical mystery tour up, down and round. I bet that's good, rollerblading on there. I'm not sure you're supposed to, but people do. They always used to like roller skating. I've just been standing outside the Winter Gardens and realised that there's squillions of young people walking about in Blackpool today, and then the penny dropped. It's because there's a jobs fair at the Winter Gardens, so I thought we'd go around the front of the building and just have a nosy and see what's occurring. Sit down, it's in the Conference and Exhibition Centre. So I'm getting my steps in today. I've walked all the way around the side of the building. This is the site that's going to be redeveloped as the Winter Gardens Hotel. They've got the planning consent, so that'll be exciting when that gets cracking. And this is your jobs fair for today. Let's go in and have a look, shall we? Doesn't it take you back to when you were young and green as grass? I won't want to be a young person again today, starting all over again. Interesting question. What was your first job? My first job was a Saturday job in British Home Stores, and it was British Home Stores at the time, in Barnsley. And I really enjoyed that job. It was the first time I'd ever worked anywhere. and I worked on Saturdays. So I started when I was in the lower sixth doing my A-levels. I think I started actually just about as I got to 16. And I can remember learning how to use the till and feeling all lost and abandoned when I didn't know where to go. And then I used to work at holidays and overtime and things. I can remember once doing they did some refitting in the shop. So they had everybody in on the Sunday, because we weren't open on Sundays at that point. So they had literally all the staff in on the Sunday to get everything ready and tidy it up and put everything away. And I really enjoyed that job. I loved folding towels up, and I still fold towels up when I go in shops today and straighten clothes. It kind of sticks with you, doesn't it? Yeah, strange, isn't it, our life maps you out. Right, anyway, so this is Adelaide Street. I always get Adelaide and Abingdon really mixed up. So we're going to go round to the car park, the courts, and have a look and see what they're doing about the demolition. So that'll be a separate video for you to watch one day when it's uploaded. So if you subscribe, you'll get the notification. That and everything else. Dog friendly. Well. We'll have to go in there and try that one day. That's where I've just been. I've just been on the cheap sandwich run. I'll show you what I've bought. I've got Wensleydale and carrot chutney for me and my dad. And I've got a cheap club sandwich. Chicken, just a minute. There you go, that's for greedy goats. British chicken, £2.74 reduced from £2.50. It's a good time to go in and get your sandwiches. So I've got to give a shout out to Kevin, who works in Marks and Spencer's Blackpool in the food department. And I know Kevin's face. I've been saved by him loads of times, and he's just typed the numbers in for me.
I love your videos.
Oh, thank you.
You're very good.
Thank you. That's another one. I've seen all team people today. So anyway, Kevin was busy helping me with the barcode because it won't scan because it was a reduced one. And he says, I do like watching your videos. So shout out for Kevin. And I don't know who that chap was, but I didn't get a chance to speak to him. He's just said hello to me on the way past. I've seen team people today. I've done nothing but talk today because I've been videoing, but I've been talking to everybody. I should have started with a T-boy update really, shouldn't I? He's not right well into our T-boy. I think the chemo's starting to get to him. He's been a bit better, but then he had another dose last Friday, so like a week tomorrow. And it does a drip, and then it goes back onto his tablets. So they've reduced the dose of the tablets, but nonetheless he's exhausted, and it's affecting his digestive system as well. So he's not wanting to eat, and he's not sleeping, and so poor lad's in wars. So I don't know what we're going to do next. I'm sure all will be revealed. Ooh, activity. So I'll keep updating you. Oh look, some daffodils. It's not a very impressive flower pot otherwise, but there's just a few little daffodils, look. And I'm going tramming across to the other side of Central Car Park now to see what's occurring. I'm a little bit late to this party, but never mind. We'll go and see what they're doing. This man looks like he's patching bottles, I don't know. What's he doing? Is it that tar that you sort of put in and tamp down? It is, look. You buy it in a bucket. I've often wondered whether it's any good. You buy it in a bucket and you sort of tamp it down and flatten it, and it goes off, apparently. and fills the potholes in. I suppose it's better than a big crater. Oh, guess what the next video is going to be, folks? You'll have to come back for this one. You'll have to come back. Well, that's been an interesting trek around Blackpool this afternoon. I've walked my little legs off. I've got warm now, I must say. I've definitely thawed compared to earlier. Now then, I think the tram stop's just down there, isn't it? Right, I've just missed a tram, just literally missed a tram. So we'll walk round the back of this hummock next to the pumping station, and we're going to have a look at the beach, because I bet by now it looks beautiful. Can you remember when there used to be a windmill here? There used to be a windmill that was the pumping station mechanics, and then when they rebuilt all the sewage system, they changed it for this little shed. So underneath here, all the way along the seafront, all the way down to Fleetwood, and all the way down there up to the other end of Blackpool, there's a huge main sewer that runs underneath the seafront, underneath the Promenade, and it delivers everybody's CRAP to the sewage treatment works at Fleetwood. You still can't get down. Well, that's a bit cockamamie. I wonder if you can get down there. Let's have a look. Let's walk around here. I'm going to be 3 foot shorter by the time I've finished. I want to go over there. And there's no gap in the fence. Let's go round the back and see whether we can get down at the other side. So these big steel pipes, which I'm going to show you, these big steel pipes, they're vent pipes to let the methane out, because otherwise it'd go poof. And imagine that. Imagine a pipe big enough to drive a car down, full of CRAP, exploding. That'd be some sight, wouldn't it? I just hope I'm there the day that it does with my camera. Imagine how many views you'd get for that. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Oh, it's lovely up here. Oh, listen to me, out of breath. Do you know, I'm shattered. I'm ready for a sit down and a cup of tea. What a lovely view. That's beautiful. Look at that. Just look down there. Isn't that gorgeous? Wow. Lovely, lovely day. And then the central pier behind us, look. And the tower. Gorgeous. My wafty bits have all come detached. See, this is when it starts really annoying me. I glued it down with some hairspray before I came out. And when it starts doing this, it really gets on my nerves. I'm going to turn it round and then you can watch the view instead of looking at me. A bit like Teletubbies, them pipes, aren't they? I used to like watching Teletubbies back in the day. So the reason why this concrete wall doesn't correspond largely to that wall is because this is part of the sea defences. So if it comes up and it comes over, or it comes through the step access openings, this stops it from going any further that way. So obviously they're not going to line up, because otherwise it'd just go straight through the gap. Look at that for it. Look how slim I look. Goodness me, it's a shame I don't look like that in real life. I look 15 foot tall and 3 foot 1. Gorgeous day. It just makes you really look forward to spring when it starts being nice like this. It's beautiful. Look at these two little birdies running about looking for some food. So when's Easter? I think it's about... Well, we've got an event in Cleveleys on the 12th of April, which is earlier than Easter. I think Easter is 12th. Is it about the 19th? 20th? It's Easter Sunday? 20th of April, something like that. I think it might be. And by then, hopefully it'll be a lot warmer and it'll be packed. It will, it'll be packed. Oh, a tram! Tram! Wait for me! Oh, and it's going to Fleetwood as well. Oh, it's going via the station. I thought it was going straight on. Oh, anyway. Make sure you've subscribed. Give this video a like and don't forget to sign up for your newsletter at visitfilecast.info/newsletter, and I'm going to get on this lovely tram and I'm going to go home. So until next time, I'll see you later. Bye for now.